Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Sci-Fi Workshop episode number 3, featuring Tony Stark and some wonderful viewer mail submissions that we're going to be going into. I'm going to say hi here to everyone really quick. We've got, obviously, Stark of Iron is in the chat. SP4H The Wrench is here. Michael Mitchell, good to see you here. And we've got Mark Ware. And Miskatonic Madman is here. Eminem, how's it going, sir? And Barry Steinlage. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, please let me know. And with that, I think I'm ready to bring Tony in, but he might be having a little bit of difficulty here. So let's see what's going on here. Uh-oh. All right, he's got some technical difficulties.
Oh crap, am I late? Oh, hold on. Very sensitive mic, very sensitive. Give me 1 second here. All right, now I'm out of the car. Hold on, it's a little hot down here, so I can breathe a little bit better now.
There he is.
Breathe a little bit better now.
Tony
Sorry,
Stark,
just doing
everyone.
late night drilling.
Nice to meet you. Sorry, I don't have the applause. If you want to add your own, go for it. Add the applause. Welcome to Tony Stark. There they are. I need to get some applause and some intro music for the gross. And Michael Mitchell. Tony is not down there. He is just in the under earth where we're in Xanadu, looking at the doing the rounds at the castle down there.
Nah, not Xanadu. This is a little bit closer to the surface. This is under Nuke York City. I think there's a couple of vehicles that didn't make it. A Greyhound bus and a UPS truck down there.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, the drill car is on loan from the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How's that drive? Does it handle okay?
It's weird, man. I have an invoice here with a bunch of other wackadoo, Silver Age villain, super sciencey stuff here that makes no sense to modern physics. But I levied a lot of those to Dr. Evil.
Oh,
so how are you today, Sean?
I'm doing good, man. If anyone here can't tell, Tony and I know each other pretty well here, so yeah. we might go on a side tangent here, and if we do, I apologize. Because a lot of the people from the pop culture side probably are familiar with our banter, but those of you who are in the modeling community are going to be a little bit new to that, so I apologize. But Tony's a YouTube creator. He has his YouTube channel, Stark of Iron, where he does a lot of variety show stuff, singing and dancing and hangouts, and we work a lot on writing some skits. We got some cool stuff coming up. But that's going to take a side seat to what we're talking about tonight, which is your physical creations, like what we're looking here in the background. So we're going to be talking about the things you've made and your scratch building stuff, and then later on we're going to be looking at some really cool viewer submissions. And there's some stuff in there that, Tony, you're going to appreciate. It's like real homemade stuff that we're going to take a look at. And Michael Mitchell's saying you could just use phasers to drill a hole. True.
But phasers underneath, an already sinking post-apocalyptic city could probably bring down a little bit more weight than a drill car, even one made by His Lordship at the Hollow Earth. Their armor rating on that probably wouldn't be able to handle that much weight or pressure. So we'll stick with the safe bit and use the drill.
Yeah, plus drill cars are probably fun to drive.
They are.
Yeah.
Especially when you come into a pocket of raiders that are also trying to find a way, out of the city, and they're trying to shoot, and you can hear the bullets bounce off of them. It's real fun. Just running them over, drilling them.
Yeah.
I think BioShock is fun. Wait till you live the life.
Yeah. I want to drive the drill car from Total Recall. I mean, that thing had drills upon drills and little drills and things like that. So, looks like we got a little crowd coming in here. So
yeah, we do.
Hi
guys, it's a pleasure to meet a lot of new faces here. It's honor and a pleasure, and I hope that I'm going to have some step-by-steps of how I made this very set. I designed this set for tonight's show. This was specific for Sean. And again, I have a lot of stuff lying around the house that just requires a good bit of imagination and assembly and putting together.
Yeah.
And I also have a few other sets that I will feature, like my arc reactor underneath the tower, as well as the maglev piece, which is usually featured in a lot of other shows. But I got a bit of a slideshow prepped, as well as some of my suits pieces, like armor pieces that I've wired together, and so hope that you all enjoy it.
Yeah, well, let's jump right into it. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about this background here? So I see the drill. Are you able to use your mouse or do we need to?
No. This is through OBS. That's why it's so crisp. But if you look behind my head, there's the Greyhound bus. If you look in between the two tallest stalagmites or stalagmites, the upward things, there's a UPS van, a bank vault in the middle, a few other bits of junk here and there, and lots of lava, lots and lots of lava. And the illuminating of this, if I told you this, there was not a lot of LEDs used. There was only 5 or 6 LEDs used. The point behind some of my sets all comes down to lighting. And I know that Gary Ambrosia, you had him on an earlier episode of your show. He will agree. I mean, I'm inspired by Gary Ambrosia to do these things. Gary inspired me to do this stuff. I never thought in a million years I would make a model set and put a PNG in front of it. I never thought in a million years I would do that until I met Gary and we hung out in Knoxville. And, I'm inspired to play with my toys pretty much. And so here we are.
Yeah. And that's the thing with LEDs. Like, you don't need many, especially if you're using a camera. Cameras pick up so much light. I've had some people comment on a video or two of mine where they're saying your ship is too bright, and it's really not. It's just the camera picks up so much more than our eyes can see that you need very minimal lighting to really illuminate something.
Yeah, this piece had no ambient lighting. I did take photos of it with the red light behind it, like overcast, and it just saturated it to the point where none of the details could be really visible. So I did a second take without the overcast red light, and it came out a lot better.
Now, can you explain now that thing in the middle? I've been meaning to ask you for a few days. That thing in the middle that looks like an illuminated keyboard. What is that?
It's not a keyboard. That's a bank vault or a prison cell. You be the judge. That just happened to be from one of the buildings up top that fell through.
Okay, because it looks like little squares with.
Yeah, that's a gridiron door. It's an iron rod door.
Oh, okay. It has a different look when the light illuminates from the back. It actually, what it really reminded me of? There's the Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space, which I'm going to be showing some pictures from Ian. I don't know if Ian is here with us tonight, but Ian has sent me some really nice pictures of the Jupiter 2 that really rivaled the one I've did. And there's a little piece in the ship there that looks like that. It's like their translator matrix or something. It's something, but it looks a lot like that there. Anyway, and then you got the drill car on the left side, right? Now, what is that? Is that an actual drill car?
That is an Incredibles Underminer drill car model that I put a light in.
Oh, really? Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna see.
That is a prefab drill car that I just put some lights in.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this here. Let me see. Present. Let me see. Stop screen. I'm gonna share what that is because that is pretty clever. There it is. Look at that.
Yep.
The Incredibles
what it is.
Drill car. Look at that. Did you paint it or anything, or?
Nope. The lighting did all the work.
That's really cool. So just no sanding down, no alter, just
nope.
Throw it in, light it up.
Because it's not a focal piece. If we're a focal piece, I'd paint over it.
Yeah. Actually, that looks pretty cool. So, like, speaking of this, like when we talked with Gary Ambrosia last time, and he was saying like anywhere he goes, he just looks at stuff. He's like, oh, that would be a neat set. That would be a neat set.
That's same process.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That looks cool. I need that.
Yeah, and he convinced me to do a scratch build, so I'm going to be doing that at some point uh, soon, where I'm just going to
Feel
design
free
my
to
own.
pick one of those up. They're not expensive.
Yeah.
In case you ever want to do a drill car set of your own. I was torn between that drill car and the mole from Thunderbirds.
The mole.
If you remember the mole from the Thunderbird series, which is a drill car.
I'm going to look that up too, because I don't know. I'm sounding familiar. Oh, okay. I see. It's like a tank. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Sorry
there's
about the cats. They're active. Give me a second.
Tony has a hive. So,
they are a hive. They come out of the walls.
Yeah. So let me see here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't sure if there was any chat coming through that wasn't coming into StreamYards, but there's not. Mm-mm. So do you know, are we okay to play that intro for your song?
I believe that Osaka would okay it.
Okay.
Do you want to do that first before we get to my slideshow, or
whatever you want to do? Oh, hey, Nemesis of Eden, how are you? You beautiful being.
I figured we could do that closer to the end of the show. Okay, that way people can get an idea. You know, people are here for the toys. They're here for the modeling.
That is true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But we'll do that when we do more of the plugging the channel.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So what do you got? Do you want to share your
it's already queued up. Just hit accept and we can get started. This is just some of like my stock footage from like old pictures. The helmet on the left here is my Mark 42 that I designed. The helmet on the right is a Marvel Legends piece, as well as that oversized Infinity Gauntlet. But I took this picture because it's a good display of the difference between the two helmets.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of my old arc reactors inside the If Tony Stark Had a Heart thing.
Okay, I'm going to do this full screen here so we can see.
Yeah, fill it out. But we're going to go through here. And the first piece I want to show off is the one that I still need to find a way to get down to Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to get this down to Mike. This was me working on the Fiesta Mark 1, and this was the finished product of the Fiesta Mark 1.
And for those of you watching who don't know, Mike is also known as Mexican Iron Man. He's on the pop culture side of stuff. Really, really cool guy. He claims he's not a YouTuber, but he has a lot more subs than I do. A lot more subs than Tony and I have. But he's a great guy. So this is a really cool,
very funny guy. Great networker. Great family man. All around good guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's the Fiesta Mark 1.
Here's one of my. You changed the eye color there.
Well, it's supposed to be red. In Mexican Iron Man's, it's red.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is just some of my early forays into using what junk I had lying around the house with lighting. This is like something very early on.
Cool. Nice DeLorean.
That is a 3D printed Radio Demon radio that I wanted to use in a future set, but I was like, as I was going through some of my old stuff, I was like, maybe I should just show off some of this other stuff that, that are coming up. But here's where things get fun. These are all modular pieces that I bought for really cheap. And I better zoom.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, I think I know where you're going with this one.
That's the floor to the arc reactor.
Oh, then you're not going where I thought you were going.
And that is an early rendition of the arc reactor centerpiece that is featured in one of my opening clips. Now, if I may have to show those off on a later episode, the opening clips, but you can always find like me turning on the arc reactor and stuff with all the sound effects and lighting at my show. But there's another view of it with the control consoles, the earth behind it. As you can see, it developed. It took progress pics over time just for the centerpiece here. But
now those like those things on the side. I mean, where did you get those? Like, what are those things? Are they
what
just
the computer screens?
No, like the frame, the thing contain those yellow.
That is a Fallout 4 Power Fist that has just been slightly modified.
That's so cool.
That is a 1 scale Fallout 4 Power Fist, and it's been weathered a little bit and updated, as you can see here, like with the chrome and all that stuff to really shine off the arc reactor. So
Nice.
as you see, it just grew and grew and grew until it ended up being part of this monster. Now, this is something that I usually feature on other shows, and it's like my dominant background.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I go ahead and exit screen so I can show them like the
you mean remove this
arc reactor in Fallout T60. Yeah, no kidding. Can you zoom out of this and focus back on me so I could show everybody the model in motion?
Sure. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
All right. So just to give you a tour of this model in question. Let's go down here.
And I like while you're doing that, Michael Mitchell said, need to stick that reactor into a Fallout T60 power armor. That'd be cool.
Now, as you can see in my background here, there's an active computer screen that's got that's that same computer screen, but it's got, animated digital display. And there's the centerpiece, the maglev itself, magnetic levitation. It's actually kind of like a combination of 2 different forms of maglev physics. For those of you that know anything about rotational stabilization, it does have to spin in order to basically bleed off excess magnetic fields. But it's more or less a diametrically stabilized levitation, where there is an electrically charged field at one point against a naturally charged field at another point, and the center force that keeps the thing in place is actually gravity. Yes. And it's the same kind of technology that you would put in magnetic rail cars, monorails and bullet trains and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's becoming a pretty cool technology I've seen in some collectible toys. They're like sci-fi cars and things like that. You see they're floating and they're like rotating around really smoothly and really neat. It's a cool technology.
Now here is whenever the arc reactor gets hot. And you notice all I did was up the amperage on it a little bit, and it's off to the races with the spin. There's some other graphics, like if you notice with the drill car set, which we're going to be going into piece by piece with that in just a second. You notice that I add small effects into the background shot here, just to like sell the set. And again, it's now hot and molten and all that rigmarole. And we'll go back to our feature set here, which we're going to be getting into. Go back to the slides, and we'll get to that.
Okay. There we are.
All righty. So all of like the blue LEDs that you see as tertiary elements change color with a remote.
Oh, cool.
So all I did, this is the same set, and I put basically a tow coffin in the middle and like a chest to represent luggage for what I did for Halloween. Beetlejuice was one of my roommates for Halloween as an impersonation and a character, and had a customization for this particular set to become eerily green simply because I got PNGs of Beetlejuice with that same green. So if I were to do that here, if you go back to me, I'm sorry that I'm making you do all this work.
Oh, that's fine.
Go.
That's fine. I'm getting practice as a producer here. And hail to Heather L, who just joined, and Kimberly.
Guys, right, exactly. Are you okay, Kimberly? Hopefully life is okay with you where you are. For what I did with Beetlejuice, here's the beat background with the rotation, and then there was beat. You see how that green just matted itself together. That's right. Yeah. Learn to throw your voice. Fool your friends. Flutter parties.
Yeah, Tony does some great voices, you guys. Maybe we can get him to do some later when you're plugging the channel. But yeah, that fit there for sure. Okay. Are you ready for
go back to the slides because we're going to get into some more production imagery, I think. All right. So how I made my subterranean set. First things first. That's my black generic background. It's just an old black thing that I have. And again, I'm very poor. I made all of this with essentially scrap stuff that I had lying around the house, stuff that I picked up at Goodwill, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have the kind of money that Sean has to buy base models to edit. So I have to work with what I got. But here's some of the components that I was fingering through, including now the lava bits down here. Those are mine. Those I painted, and then I got some like plastic to add like the effect to. And they're black light reactive. But even though I didn't use the black light, but because the ambient lighting gave them the glow, the natural glow themselves.
Now we talked about these
with that shade of yellow.
Yeah, we talked about that lava the other day, and like even looking at it here, it looks like it's illuminated. The paint job is really good. It looks like just good mix of yellows and oranges to make it look like there's some glowing going on there. Hey, Wes Cagel's here too. Hey,
hail to Wes Cagle. It's good to see you, buddy. It's here. Kimberly says, I don't know what to do for the holidays since I put the tree up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. We'll be here for Christmas. That's for sure. You got my promise there. But here's a few other bits and baubles. And there is the cell that I was talking about. That ended up basically being a Vankvalk or a prison cell. Now, what if I told you that perspective is key when you're making these mini sets? Now, I didn't add it in this thing so that I could have something for the next time that I'm on here, but I'm going to show you my prison cell as long as I get permission from, the higher ups at Xanadu to feature it. So, but there's the back piece with the drill car. And here was me experimenting with two options. I was like, okay, do I have a staircase leading down to this from a level up? Because as you can see there, I added all that stuff there. And this was my first attempt at trying to get the right feel for the job, right?
Yeah.
But as you can see, just as this is a standalone set, everything's assembled. It looks good, right?
It does. And you know what? This is kind of like, I don't know how many people have spent any time on movie sets or anything like that. But if you can go back one to the one just regular ambient lighting, that there, I mean, when you look at stuff like this with normal lighting from a distance, you're like, oh, it looks like a play set or something. But when you zoom in and you crop it and you get the lighting right and you add some effects, it looks so different. And that's really cool. I just want to say real quick, Rob writes, Gen X Pop Culture came here.
Hail to you.
Hail to you there.
And Heather L's here.
Heather L is here. Yeah, Rob, I'll wrench you up. But Heather, if you want to put a link to anyone's channel that pops in, please feel free to do that. Rob,
Phantom Outsider with the joke. Tony made all of this in a cave with a box of scrap. Well, let's go with one bedroom apartment with you guessed it, a box of scrap. So you're half right. You're half right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, and Spig Valdeson's hearing praises to Eldritch. God, thank you for granting this level of talent. Well, I don't know. I think Tony's thankful for the talent he's got. Right? Let's see here. Rob Rice said, "Don't forget to look for secret codes in Stark's."
They're already trying to sabotage my shit. But you can see, like, if you notice, there's like that window in the drill card that in the final shot you don't see. But I was considering putting the drill car on its side, but I was like, nah, because then in order to get like the right perspective shot, I had to basically, like I said, I finagled with it.
Yeah. And look at Wes Cagle with a $3 super sticker. What was it? It's
probably a Bushiba waving.
It's a Bushiba. Is a Bushiba like a kitty cat?
It's a Bushiba dog. It's a dog.
Oh, okay, Bushiba dog, and it's saying "My Hero." Well, thank you, Wes Cagle, man. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And let's see, who else do we have popped in? Svig Valdeson's here. I'm scrolling down. Oh, Antiderivative Jill is here. Hi, Jill.
Jill.
Yeah, Jill is speaking of Jill, got to work on getting that Jupiter 2 down to her.
Jill says she made it with I made it with a box of litter. Yeah, well, the box of litter is for the cats for the litter. The box of scraps is very much close to the box of litter.
Well, hopefully the cats realize it's not for them anymore.
Right.
And Max Redstone is here. Look at all these people popping in. This is awesome.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and
yeah,
a lot of shared regulars. That's one thing I like about this community is it's a lot of shared regulars.
Yes,
people people you're comfortable with.
Yeah, and for those of you new who are from the modeling side, check out all these other channels. I mean, we'd love to have you hang out.
If you like parody songs, if you like voice acting, if you like variety shows, there's only one other show on YouTube that I know that does it and does it better. But I'm nothing to sneeze at. I will make you laugh. I will make you smile, or I'll die trying. So. But yeah, there was, the first perspective shot as you saw with the red lighting overhead, and you see how saturated it became, right?
Yeah.
To where it muffled out a lot of the detail, a lot of the natural shadowing is omitted with the red light, which is the reason why I wanted to include that.
Yeah, and in this shot here, you can see that bus a lot more clearly. I had a hard time finding it when you were mentioning, like, what bus? Like, is Keanu and Sandra Bullock in there?
Right.
They didn't make it.
They didn't make it that time. Here's an overhead shot without the lighting.
Oh yeah,
and you can see, like, even with the lava. Now, the lava at the very front is an LED that was painted over and molded with rock to act as like the forelight. But you can see the LEDs behind every like rock wall, and but I wanted to give that perspective so that there was a better appreciation for how lights are placed in the final product. But then as I started to disassemble it,
where do you get the UPS truck? Was that a toy, or was it like
just a toy? Model? Yeah, and put a little sand on it to give it that gritty feel.
Sure.
Wes
Kegel's asking if you ran into the mole people with the drill car.
There's a lot of bits and bobbles and junk and pieces. Stands to help elevate certain things that wouldn't sit on their own.
Yeah, that's so cool. No, that's an Amtrak?
That's a Greyhound.
Oh, Greyhound.
Here's a close-up on one of the lava pieces. I told you I was going to get a close-up on it. That's my paint job. And use plastic to add the orange effects to it. This is the baseline of the paint. That's all foam and Warbler. It's really cheap stuff. Really cheap.
It looks amazing, like Rob Wright's saying here. That lava looks amazing. Really good.
Now, this is the armor stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the stage because we'll show off the suit after we look at some user submissions. I believe that was the plan, yes?
We can do it in any order here. I will. Well, let's look at some user submissions. We'll go through a few here. Let's see. Okay, now this one here. Give me just a present. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Sorry, it's kind of weird to produce and do all this stuff at the same
Welcome
time.
To my life. Try doing that while also voice acting and singing at the same time. It's hard, isn't it?
And on one screen.
And I do all of that on one screen.
Yeah.
Westgate says, "Quick, cult members, grab that arc reactor." Yeah. No, you sons of bitches, no.
So these are some submissions from Frank. This is the Enterprise D, and this is so cool. I know, he sent me a bunch of them, and I really like it. And it looks like he hand did the paneling here.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, 'cause the paneling on the kit I did was all decals, but these look like they're hand done, man.
Hand
And I
painted.
did that. Yeah, look, Rob saying, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it sure is. I did one as a younger guy, and I hand painted the paneling, and I would never do it again. It's just too much. And
Max
Max is,
Redstone's asking, is it an AMT?
I think so. This looks like it's the newer release that's recently come out from AMT, the same one I built. Um, that's a really good job, and that's there's some good shots there. That rear shot is really nice. Oh, wow. I'm looking down here. The port and starboard lights, these green, that must have been hard to do because if you've seen this kit, it is so thin over here, and to get a wire and LED all the way through that's got to be difficult.
Probably had tweezers on the other end to grab it and pull it on through.
Oh yeah, I'm talking just drilling a hole through there without popping through the plastic at all. Like right here, you have to drill the straightest of holes to get right from the light here over through to the back of the ship. Nice shots here. Oh, I like the poster back there. It really is a beautiful ship.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that license plate back there. Ecto 1. And I bet you, look at the California one. I bet I know what car that's from. California 85.
I would assume that was on the back of a 1982 DMC hatchback.
Probably. There's a nice one. I'd like to. I have that email and ask where you got those plates. So that's that. Let me see. Let me bring up the next one here without showing off my computer screen. Yes, because that's not fun. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, now here's from Ian. Now, maybe that's him in the background. I don't know if he meant to.
Jupiter 2.
Yeah, this is a Jupiter 2, and this is the same one that Jill's going to get, the one that we have to get down over to her. There's a nice.
That's gorgeous.
View. Yeah, nice view inside. Really illuminated well. It was a tough. It's a tough build. And here's some Enterprise. This is like a refit Enterprise. I don't know the scale on this. Let me see. Judging by that coffee mug, this looks like it's a 537 scale. It's not quite a 350. A 350 would be 3 feet long.
Yeah. This looks like it looks like it'll be about a foot and a half long. 18 inches.
And Svig Valdesen saying I prefer the Connie class from the original series. I think I do too, as far as like from nostalgia. But the D is certainly gorgeous, and it was a lot of fun to build.
I think the pewter look comes from the primer, though, Max Redstone. It's primer black right now before final paint.
Yeah, and Jill's saying here for me for pop culture. Yeah, the Jupiter 2 that Jill's getting is a ship I originally intended to give it to Pop Culture Curator, who unfortunately left us a few months ago. And when I was talking with him, he said he wanted Jill to have it.
SB4H says the saucer for a 350 scale is wider than my steering wheel. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly, when I built it, I couldn't believe when I took that thing out of the box. When I took it out of the box, that was something else. Now, here, we know what ship this is here.
That's the Falcon.
Yeah, this is really cool. Ian sent some really cool stuff.
Man, with the way that lighting was from that first shot, it made me think of that asteroid, that giant worm that they landed in.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because it's just red enough and just like foggy enough, like.
Oh, it'd be cool to do that with a fog machine. You just take a little.
Yeah, and then have like the little not Dianogas. What were they called? The little Winox flying around. Yeah, the Dianoga is the parasite in the trash compactor.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon me, boy. There was a song. Pardon me, boy. Is that the Dianoga choo-choo? Something like that. These guys are submissions from other modelers, and this is fantastic stuff. Yeah, these are modelers. Some of them have their own channels, which we'll get to. I don't think Ian here has one, but he sends these wonderful pictures, and I like the coloring on here. It's really neat stuff. Was that the aluminum falcon? What the
What's
heck
the
is an
aluminum
aluminum
falcon?
falcon? That's from Robot Chicken. Yeah,
Yep.
Jinx.
Quarterback is toast.
Meg the space slug. And yeah. So hopefully Ian's here or watch. Okay, now here's some other Jupiter 2 shots from Ian. These are really now right here. This is the thing I thought looked like your vault.
Wow.
Did that look like it?
So it's a little too well lit. Got it.
It looked like that's what it reminded me of. But yeah, this I remember painting this. This was hard. I mean, all these little pieces are all hand done, and it was a fun build. But yeah, there's another nice shot. Cool. So there's that. Okay, shall I go through one more here? I've got several others, but we'll go through another because we'll go through Michael's stuff because Michael's here.
Yeah.
Michael is here, and Michael is building the 537 Klingon Katinga class.
Look at that beast.
And Michael, if you're still here, is this the one that it's lit? Does it come with the lighting in it? Because I have one of those, but I don't know if that's the same kit. So if you could let us know. This is that's good coloring. That reminded me of the Bird of Prey that I just finished. The same kind of scheme. Oh, it's the 350 Katinga? Oh, okay. Katinga. He said this is the 350 Katinga. Okay.
Rob wants to know what episode that's featured in.
Which, this one here?
What movie is that Katinga was featured in?
Star Trek 6.
Or episode.
Well, maybe this is the
okay. Never mind. I recognize it now. Okay.
Well, what is it? I mean, I don't know what it's because I know there was Kronos 1 from Star Trek 6 with a big Katinga, but then there was the one from the motion picture ones. I don't know if they changed it or not.
Right.
Oh, here we go. So Gvaldison is or Wes Cagle is saying he had a book called the Starship Construction Manual. Allowed you to construct your own fully functioning starships that could be used in a game. Okay, then maybe we're talking Star Trek Online or something. Okay, all right, and here's Michael says it's the original AMT 1537, but this was the Kronos 1 box. Got it. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, these are some really great shots. So like you just completed this recently, judging by the date there, September 26th. Really cool, man. Thank you, Michael, for glad we got that.
Got a lot of talented people following you, brother.
Dude, I'm jealous of some of these.
I'm totally jealous. I'm totally jealous.
All of them, really. I mean,
totes, man. That's some heart. That's some commitment. It's a lot of time and effort.
Yeah. It's a cool community, and I love doing this channel because it's celebrating everyone together. This isn't about one person showing off anything. It's about everyone. You know, I want to make the hobby better.
It's like we're showing off. It's show and tell with our toys.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Radioactive's here. Hello,
hey, Radioactive. How you doing, buddy? Well, I suppose it's time that we should probably get to my props, or do you want to show off one more user submission?
Let me see here. Let me see how many more we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3. I've only got 2 more.
All right, so we'll look at some of the stuff for the suit then.
Yeah, you want me to add your stuff to the stage?
Yep.
There we go.
All righty then. That's that primary arc reactor that you saw featured in the shaft there, and tertiary auxiliary battery pack for it. But there's the gauntlet that's motorized. That's a hunting laser, mind you. That is a green dot hunting laser that you would normally use for deer inside that particular piece. And that's a feature of said laser with the struts to deploy and retract it. The motor is behind the this here, and if you want to get a good look at the motor, there's a switchboard for it, the battery pack. That's a repulsor that also goes through the switchboard, comes up the side of the gauntlet here, and there's the laser right up top. If we could zoom in a little bit, yeah. That's all soldered and wired in. And there's whenever the hand plate was designed, I had to make sure that I could open it so I could, basically finish applying.
So now, when you did this, you added the motor, and like, how did you find the right motor to do and learn?
It's all based on numbers. So like when you're ordering your bits and bobbles, there used to be a time where you could go to Radio Shack, you get any diode, any motor, any resistor, any capacitor. They had little drawers that had all, different ohmage, different resistance variations, different values, all of it, all basically going from up to down. And there was a time where you could just, grab a soldering iron, grab a blank board, and if you knew where to put what, you could just do it yourself. That era has long since passed. And you have to go to certain websites online to get certain bits and bobbles. But those are LEDs.
Fry's Electronics was one of those. I don't know if they had those in where you live, but I remember Fry's Electronics. You can go there, and it was like a big Radio Shack. Yeah, everything. But those all closed down.
Yep. And there's the arc reactor, a bit more of a close-up on it.
So cool.
And that's just, LEDs transferred through an aux cable, converted through a micro USB.
Yeah, and Radioactive back in the day when Radio Shack was about actually building electronics.
Now, I wanted to show you the back plate because the other arc reactor that I have, this is the exact same model, but the magnet is slotted in between the lights and the bottom coolant fins to hover it, the spinning bit. There's a close-up of the Mark 42 helmet. And it has the wire mesh to accentuate LEDs that are on the inside of the plate. And seeing right there, there's the LED there, there's the LED there, and there's just screwed in. There's the struts and the motor and the battery casing, and it's calculated on 4 AA's. And there you go.
I'm not. You can hear me, okay, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I wasn't seeing the little circles on my name pop up. That's the thing. Like, I need to learn how to start, doing those calculations, because so far all the lighting I've done is so basic where I haven't needed to calculate anything. Even a 9-volt battery will work, or direct plug in, and that's usually enough to run these, because these little these SMD strips or LED strips that I'm using are like 9 to 12 volts, and everything is fine. And I just put resistors on it, but like for the stuff you're doing, you have to like calculate that stuff.
Yep, that's what I went to school for.
Yeah. So, when else have you built other than this? Like, I mean, you're good with the, like, did you ever just tinker and build? Hey, I'm going to build what's the machine called? Goldberg machine.
Oh, like a Lou Goldberg machine?
Yeah. Did you ever build something like that?
I don't have pictures of them, but I do have a story. A lot of my classmates at college and we built one of those, and it had like 16 different steps. It was like a veritable mousetrap of just random shit that we assembled. And the sole purpose of that Rue Goldberg machine was to turn a blender on. That was the end step, was a tab pushing onto a blender button. Just because we were bored.
Yeah. Oh, look at what Mark Ware said here. That's what a nice thing to say, man. That's so cool. I'm in the presence of greatness and humbled by the level of skill. Awesome pieces, and the associated humor is icing on the cake. Well, Tony and I have had a little practice with that.
Let's just put it to this way. Whenever Sean Carter and I are doing like comedic stuff, You know, when we're like in entertainer mode, I compare us to Dan Aykroyd and John Candy, where we could just sit, have a few drinks, and for lack of a better word, just bullshit, and come up with some of the funniest routines ever.
Yeah, it's hard not to. I'm like biting it back. But
Eugene Bird goes on to say, main thing to calculate is amperage. Absolutely,
yes.
because that goes linearly with the heat, and getting too hot is the most common problem I've seen in folks' projects. Yep.
Well, Eugene seems to have some XP.
Eugene is a craftsman. Don't let him fool you. He was talking about some next level quantum statistics the other day in one of my chats, and he thinks I was too drunk to forget, but I didn't. I went and I did a little homework based on that, buddy. You're a smart cookie. I want to pick your brain.
And Wes Kegel. Yeah. Sometimes.
Well, I'm completely sober right now. I'll be sober till like, I don't know, sometime after the 22nd. I'm completely out of alcohol.
Me too. When it gets too hot, we get a good show. Yeah.
Well, that just means the fire ends up being real.
Oh, look at it. He worked on radars. Okay.
Radars. You are a logarithmic calculator. That explains your applied math.
Yeah, one of my best friends.
Now I'm beginning to see.
One of my best friends growing up is a meteorologist, and he got to work on some of the first LiDAR pieces. So he does that. Yeah, he showed me around the office, and he showed me. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you don't want to go put your hand up there; it'll burn a hole through it. Like, whoa! He's like, yeah, this shoots lasers up into the atmosphere. But that guy had done some cool stuff. Got to go to the South Pole and hang out there for some.
Just to accentuate and explain in post here, as you know, this set has some sparks added to it. But if I turn this off, there it is without the sparks and the filter. And there it is with it. There's even those little finishing touches. These little finishing touches here that really sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, a little filtering. Yeah, I like the light chain. It looks like there's light coming from beneath it.
From the lava.
Yeah. And the cat agrees.
Yep.
Yeah. And then those little embers flying around is really cool. And what is Max Redstone saying? I'm hoping my future drone experience will include learning about LiDAR and mapping. Okay. What kind of drone stuff? Are you just hobby
drones,
stuff?
Huh? Oh, wow.
They had a guy come out to the house to look at the roof, and he's like, okay, and he just pulls out this drone, and he just flew over my roof, and he's taking pictures, is going up and down, and they're freaky things, man. I'd never really seen one up close. But what is he saying here? He likes the sparks better, but there is something going wrong. Just for the cult to triumph. Wes Kegel. Uh-oh. Now he
They're here. The cult's here.
There
they are, chanting in the background, of course.
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, wait. Do it again.
Well, what the chanting?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here you want if you want the whole choir.
Yeah. There we go. Num num shabai, num num shabai, num num shabai, num num shabai. Yeah, I had to add the
choir.
Points to whoever knows what movie I referenced right there. Num num shabai, num num shabai. I think Rob will get it.
There you go, sick.
Yeah, he got it. Temple of Doom. I was doing the little Temple of Doom chant that guy did.
Kali Ma.
But yeah, chat's going nuts. I can't get it all.
It's all good. You got me here also keeping an eye on it too.
Yeah. What else you got? Do you have any more or slideshows?
No,
Yeah.
that's all that I got for you today. But
Okay. Well,
we'll
let's
have some
go.
more toys for you later on.
Yeah, let's go to some more. Let's see here. We're gonna go do some more viewer stuff.
There you go.
And I think, well, who is this from? Oh, this is Jody. Jody. Okay, now Jody has. I don't know if he's here. Has his own YouTube channel called Trek Mods, and it's really cool stuff. And I think I grabbed everything that he had sent me. Now look at this.
Oh, the damage.
Look at
The
this. This is
explosion.
Yeah, and this is, I think, with the cotton effect. Like you use cotton and lighting underneath, and you paint it orange.
Oh,
to make it
I've
look
done
like
that
an
before.
explosion.
Yeah, that's real fun.
Yeah. Let me see. Solo, full screen. Yeah, this is so cool. And you know what's even more impressive about this one is this is a 2500 scale Enterprise D. This thing is about 8 inches long at best, and it's not meant to be lit. Like, I don't know how he did it. I'm gonna have to go back, and I think he did some videos.
Well, it's
on
real
it.
easy. All you need is cotton, the right lighting, and a lighter. That's really all you need, dude.
I don't mean that. I mean like with the windows on this kit and the nacelles
Oh
that he lit
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Because this kit is not like those nacelles aren't clear.
Yep.
So like all this stuff he did, he shaved it down. He got the light. I mean, he really adapted this kit. It is not intended to be a lit model. It is very small, and it's just crazy. Oh look, Eugene Bird, super chat for $9.99. You guys have the skills to take over entertainment. It's so much fun. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Eugene Bird. I want to give props to Eugene Bird. Again, not just a keen intellect, but he's also so generous. He supports every one of us. He's one of my regular super chatters whenever I'm up there, doing my sing songs. So Eugene Bird, never change.
Thank you, man.
You're awesome, dude.
Really appreciate it. Really do. I mean, I'm having fun just talking with guests here. I mean, these super chats are just icing, man. It's so great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he definitely burnt the edge of the cotton, but also the inner edges, because the best way to add that inner effect is to have the LED up right against some of the burn effects inside.
Yeah.
That's why you get those like shadows casting from within.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really great effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he lit all of this. Like I said, it's not intended to be a lit model, but this is like the fate of the Enterprise D. Oh, Max Redstone is taking off. Okay, boys, I must be off. I want to get some pizza from my favorite place before. Ooh,
have a good one, brother.
Pictures. Pizza. Here's some more pictures. But
yeah,
look at that. Hi. Look at this nacelle. Look. He lit
that's
this.
The 8-inch model, so that's a 2.5-inch long nacelle at best.
About maybe 3 or so. I have. Oh, it's in the garage. It's in
kitty.
But yeah, and here's the individual pieces he has on the light board. Mm-hmm. Just a fabulous job. All this minute detail that he did. He really sent some great pictures, and he does some great stuff. Jody sends me some neat things. So, I think that's. Oh, and last but not least, this is Mark, right? I think.
Yep.
Mark. Who's here in the chat? I think we saw him. We saw Mark here. Did we? Mark, where are you here, buddy? And I want to have Mark on as a guest at some point here. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, so what Mark's done is Mark is building a full replica of the Monsters house.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. There are so many pictures. I just grabbed a bunch. But yeah, there you go. Oh, Lily.
I do that better than the one in Rob Zombie. Who plays Herman in Rob Zombies and screwing up at it?
I don't know.
God, that was so bad.
But look at this. This is
wow.
he's rebuilding this out room by room. All the furniture, all this stuff. He said he sent me so much information about this, where he's reached out to the dollhouse community, and they're helping him with furniture and how to do it. And he's doing all of this stuff by scrap. Like every piece you see here is custom made.
That looks like 1313 to me.
Yeah. Oh, and here he sent me some other stuff. Now this made me jealous. Like he's got this awesome phaser that he's been working on. Look at this. And this is the one I was going to say that you'd appreciate it. So he's doing all the work
Yep,
there on the inside.
I recognize it. I recognize them.
Yeah,
them bits and bubbles.
Look at that. He's got his wire cutters, his
wire cutter, switchboard, and igniter.
Yeah, so it looks like he's modifying the phaser, and like there's some nice soldering work there.
Pretty good soldering too.
Nice and clean, yeah. Yeah, there's some more pieces of the phaser, more inside of it. This is really cool. I love this. Look at the dials here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then there's these guys, and it took me a while to realize that this is like the Type 1 phaser that goes into the Type 2.
Yep.
It's such a cool design when they design. Okay, and then back to the Munsters. Oh yeah, hey Mark, you are here. Okay, great. Yeah, buddy, I want to have you on one day and like prep some of these things and really walk us through this process and what you've done, because this deserves more attention. So look here, just some walls. We got the wallpaper. Even look at the plank boards here. Like they're all individually done and weathered.
That is
no
gorgeous,
shortcuts.
Man. Now that's some talent and some patience to get exactly right.
Yeah, no shortcuts at all. And Mark, let us know in the chat. But I had asked him. I'm like, hey, you should make like a coffee table book or like a document your process through this. Mark's asking, or Rob's asking, does the staircase pop up like in the show? I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Oh, and here's the resin family before they were painted. Some diagrams. I mean, look at it. I mean, this, you want to talk about planning.
Scaling it with Herman's height. That's awesome.
Look at Mark. I had to consume some alcohol to get the nerve to cut that. Yeah.
I know your pain.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you can't go back.
Whenever you're using a prefab part and you want to like do some burning on it or you want to damage it, you got your lighter there, you got your hot metal rod. You're like, I can't.
Yeah.
Where's my buddy Jack? There. I know exactly where you're coming from, dude. I know your pain 100%.
Yeah. So Mark has sent me a lot more pictures than that. Oh, wait. Look at this. Spot will be featured with a full blazing snout.
Nice.
Yeah. That's so cool. And I mean, that's all I got here for tonight, but for the viewer mail. But I mean, isn't it amazing? Like what folks are sending me, and I'm loving getting those things. And I do apologize to everyone if you do email me stuff. It takes me a while to respond because I don't normally check that email, and I haven't made it a habit to go in there every day. But I do hope everyone knows I do respond to every single email that I get, and when I'm gonna feature somebody on the show, I always email them the day before. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put you on the show. And I think today, well, I was a little late with it today, but I'll do better. I promise. But yeah, that's so cool. Thanks, Mark, for sharing those. He sent me a lot of other pictures too, but those were some of the ones I wanted to highlight. 1 million years dungeon.
No, he's quoting Adventure Time. Unacceptable! 1 million years dungeon! No limit grab, no.
Yeah, so Tony,
Yes.
We're gonna I think we're gonna wrap up the show here in a minute. One, because I've got nothing else to show, and secondly, my mom. I think my mom's staying here in the room, so I'm gonna give her the bedroom back when I'm doing that. But before we do that, can you plug your channel?
Yeah.
And then
You want to play the clip first?
sure.
Yeah. Okay. Go right ahead.
Let's preempt it real quick though. If you can intro what the clip is, and maybe just briefly say what Saturday Night Matinee is.
Well, you know me. All I got to do is these two things right here.
It's Stark's Saturday Matinee, combined in the form of the After Party, or the full Monty episodes that happen on the occasional Saturday evenings during prime time. These shows are brought to you by the fine folks at the Nuka-Cola Corporation, Grey Tortoise Cigarettes, and Iodent Toothpaste. For when you want to destroy that smile, use bleach. We have characters, we have parody songs, we have motley assemblies of entertainment, both scripted and freeform, mostly freeform rather. And we hope that we will see you all there, usually after 2 slots. We usually have an after party, and that is to guarantee after Friday Night Frolics with Overlord DVD to keep the party going into the wee hours of the morning. And for those of you who want primetime entertainment, please be sure to check the channel during Saturday evenings whilst I am free. It's also brought to you by the fine folks at Manscaped, at least when Dr. Evil is on the air. We hope to see you all very, very soon.
Yeah. There it is. Very good. So yeah, very late Friday nights, more usually early Saturday morning is Stark's after party, and recently we've been had a new person that's joined the community by the name of Osaka Chandal, who lives in Japan and has done some really cool music stuff. So Osaka did this song as kind of like an intro song, right, for the show?
And I used a lot of footage from some of my old stuff to make it into an introductory bit. I am considering doing a porch sitting chill stream a little bit after this, in an hour or so.
Oh, great. Okay.
So if you guys want to, chill out, maybe even request me to sing some songs, talking to you new folks out there, if you want to subscribe and you want to find out what some of these characters and music bits are about, please check me out. I'm trying to grow my channel organically. Every one of my subscribers has been earned. And I hope that you all give me a fair shake tonight. Now, the porch shit streams are a little bit more casual, free-form conversation, but any and all requests I will do my best to adhere to any and all requests in a timely manner. So I hope to see you all then.
And there's the link. And before we go further, Miskatonic Madman, you're so kind, man. Sent me a super sticker, and I think it is one of those flying fruits.
A super pear, if you will.
Super pear. Can't sing the song, of course. That
I have a song for it, but it's totally different.
Okay. Can you?
I mean, do you want me to just do that? It's to the John Williams score.
How long is it? It's pretty short, right?
It's 3 minutes long, maybe.
Oh, well,
2.5.
But give us the cut down of it, because I still want to play the clip here from Osaka.
Okay, sure. Well, yeah. No, let's just go ahead and do. Let's see.
Okay.
Here. We'll do just the first 4 stanzas. How's that sound?
Okay. And Miskatonic Madman, thank you again, man. I'll leave this up here while Tony.
What's up in the air, in the sky, flying way up there? It's Super Pear. Hearken and behold, zooming fast. He's here to save the day. It's Super Pear. Dun 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 dun. He has come to save us, please. Our derrieres from calories. He's here to be healthy, our bodies be wealthy, and we'll defeat all of those nasty sweets. He's going to kick soda's ass with some fructose blows, Kryptonian class, adding to our lives, healthy and long lives. Little Debbie cakes cower real fast. Be sure to tune in if you want to hear more.
Yes, there we go. I really need to get some applause going there.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let me hear and hide that. So here is the intro song that Osaka Chandal did. It's about 2 minutes and 47 seconds, and it's really, really good. So if you guys got some headphones on, turn up the bass, turn it up the volume. You're gonna really like this.
You'll see a lot of characters that I voice for as parodies on my channel at the end of it. So it's also a good teaser there too.
Now,
carry on.
Hopefully the volume is going to come through. Tony, chime in if it doesn't. Ready? Here we go. Can you hear it?
Can't hear it.
Cannot hear it.
Do I need to play it from my end?
No. Let's see. Stop screen. Present share screen. Entire screen with volume. Wait, what happened?
I can pull mine up. It's no issue at all. In fact, what if I told you it's already queued?
Oh, it says here it can't. Yeah, go ahead and do it because now StreamYard is giving me that dumb error. Try capturing.
See, ladies and gentlemen, we here at the Stark of Iron channel know every tactic caused by the Duck of Death. And what can I say, man?
It does this baby. Sometimes. Yeah.
Here we go. Yep. Got it? Ready?
There we go. Here we go. Turn up your volume, everybody.
I got it. I'll play it till right about here.
At them outside.
Hey, it's a Saturday, sun shining bright. Step into the dark and out of the light. Curtains rise, the story's bold. Heroes on the screen, stories yet untold. With a popcorn bag and a soda in hand, feels like a king and there's a one-man band. Lights go dim, the sound roars loud. Feels like I'm Tony up in the clouds. Dark Saturday, matinee, take me away. Where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a millionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day. In Stars Saturday matinee. Silver screen glows, armor gleams. Live in the rush, live in the dream. Hero fall, hero soar. Every punch feels like I'm at war. Between battles, love and fire. Fuels to the dreams to reach higher. I'm not Iron Man, but in my seat I feel the pulse, I feel the beat. Dark Saturday matinee, take me away. Where the heroes rise and the villains slay. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day. In Stars Saturday matinee. Steel hearts, superstars, we're never the same. Riding the edge in a world untamed. So here I am, just a man in the crowd, living like Tony, standing tall and proud. Oh, Dark Saturday matinee, take me away. Where the heroes rise and the villains sway. I'm a billionaire, a genius tonight. In the glow of the screen, I'm ready to fight. Living large just for the day. In Stars Saturday matinee. As the credits roll and the lights come on, I'm just a guy whose day's almost gone. But for a while, I flew so high in Stark's world, reaching the sky. Reaching the sky.
That'll be $9.99.
Send me an invoice. Simply Irresistible. Okay, that's Robert Palmer. Okay. I'm bad with musician names. But yeah, wasn't that so cool? That is such a cool thing that she did that for you, man.
She did that song for me, and all I had to do was build around it.
Yeah, it's really good. Hopefully you guys liked that. And here, I'm going to paste in here in the thing one more time. There is the link for your channel. And go ahead and go there and do that. There's also memberships available over at the Stark
Memberships. All super chats are read in the Iron Man suit. You saw some pieces earlier tonight.
Send me a super chat, send me a member chat, or send a member chat, any of the three, and you will hear me read it off in the suit. Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong suit.
It's not that suit either. It's
this suit.
There's
in this suit. I will fire these bad boys off in your honor. Give you a 21 repulsor salute, make you feel good, and then adhere to any requests you may have attached to said super chat, member chat, or membership donation. I do have to go ahead and put out a blanket statement that right now YouTube is acting kind of wonky. Be careful with your membership donations because sometimes they don't show up in my chat, and when they don't show up in my chat, you get refunded on it a couple of days later because YouTube can't process those new members. So for right now, try to just throw supers my way until some of those donated memberships clear out. And I will do my best to entertain you any way I can. And I hope to see you all a little bit later on tonight. If I'm having a porch shit, it'll be queued up. I'm still, it's kind of like an 80-20 that I'm going to do it. Just hang out with my friends and talk about whatever. Yeah, things stuffy.
There you go.
All right. There it is. So yeah, that's the effect you'll get with the super chats over there. And Tony says there, I think we're good. I want to thank everybody for joining us, for the mods, and Rob and Heather for straightening me out on Robert Palmer. I don't know why I just couldn't remember it. And a big thank you to Wes Cagle. And let's see, Wes Cagle sent the $3 super sticker. Eugene with a $9.99, and the super fruit there from, was it Max? I'm having trouble
Miskatonic
scrolling.
Madman. It was
Miskatonic Madman. I'm sorry. I knew the M. Yeah, I'm sorry, Miskatonic Madman. I was trying to remember that. My screen froze, so I couldn't scroll up and see that. But there it is. Oh wait, where's the? Oh yeah, never mind. I was looking at Eugene's thing. My computer's wigging out on me, everybody. I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute, Jarvis. Don't tell me. Oh no. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to do some maintenance. You fools! How could you? It's really bad. Sean, we better get out of here. I got some maintenance I got to do.
All right.
NRL, Robert Wright, Wes Cagle, how dare you?
All right, guys. Well, I want to appreciate everybody for being here, for the comments. The chat was on fire tonight. Really good interaction, and hopefully you all had a good time. And for anyone out there who does do some model stuff, send them over my way. It's the sci-fi model guy at gmail.com, and we will look at your stuff. All right. That's it, everybody. Thanks again, and we'll talk to Tony in the backstage.
You bet.
See you guys. Thanks again.